Have you ever watched a ragdoll cat go completely limp in someone's arms and wondered if they were even awake? There is something almost unbelievable about a cat that trusts you enough to surrender every muscle. It is why ragdolls have become one of the most beloved breeds on the planet. But that famous flop comes with a price tag, a grooming schedule, and a handful of surprises most first-time owners discover far too late. Today, we are counting down 10 things you absolutely must know before bringing one into your life. But before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. They go limp instantly. That famous ragdoll flop is not a party trick. It is a genuine breed trait called hypotonicity, and it is the very reason they were named after a child's cloth doll. Pick up a ragdoll and their muscles actually relax. They hang in your arms like a sack of warm, purring fur. It feels like holding a living, weighted blanket with a heartbeat. But here is what nobody mentions: that trust is earned, not automatic. Some ragdolls take months before feeling safe enough to surrender completely. And speaking of things that surprise new owners, wait until you hear point number 9. Number 9. Indoor life only. Ragdolls are, quite frankly, terrible at being outdoor cats. They lack the street smarts and defensive instincts of most other breeds. A ragdoll dropped into the outside world will not run from danger. They will probably roll over and try to make friends with whatever it is, including moving cars and unfriendly dogs. This is not a design flaw. It is a feature of their extraordinarily trusting nature. But it means you are signing up for a completely indoor cat with zero exceptions. If you want a feline that can roam freely, the ragdoll is not your breed. And point number 8 is going to redefine what cat ownership even feels like. Number 8. Your constant shadow. Imagine a cat that follows you from the bedroom to the bathroom to the kitchen and back again, not because it wants food, but because it genuinely cannot stand being away from you for more than 30 seconds. That is the ragdoll. Owners call them puppy cats because their devotion borders on canine. They greet you at the door. They supervise your showers. They sit on your laptop while you work. Not to be annoying, but to be exactly where you are. It is deeply flattering for about 3 days. After that, you will never use the bathroom alone again. But that gorgeous coat they are dragging everywhere comes with consequences. Number 7. The grooming truth. Let us talk about that stunning silky coat. It is the reason most people fall in love with ragdolls, and it is also the reason many owners quietly admit they were not prepared. Despite having no undercoat, ragdolls shed constantly, and their semi-long fur mats easily behind the ears, under the legs, and around the hindquarters. You will need to brush them daily, not weekly. Daily. Skip 2 days, and you will find tangles that require scissors to remove. The good news is that most ragdolls learn to genuinely love grooming sessions. The bad news is, your dark-colored furniture will never look clean again. Number 6. Quietest cat alive. Most cats announce themselves loudly. Ragdolls whisper. This is one of the quietest breeds on the planet, and for the right owner, it is pure bliss. Instead of demanding meows, you get soft chirps, gentle trills, and a lot of meaningful eye contact. A ragdoll will sit at your feet and stare directly into your soul until you figure out what they want. Their communication is subtle, almost telepathic. But if you are someone who enjoys a chatty, vocal cat that talks back to you throughout the day, the ragdoll's silence might feel more like rejection than peace. Point number 5 is where things get serious. Number 5. Hidden heart risks. Here is the conversation most breeders would rather skip. Ragdolls carry a genetic predisposition to hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, or HCM, a thickening of the heart muscle that can lead to sudden heart failure. It is the leading cause of death in the breed and often shows no symptoms until it is too late. This is not said to scare you. It is said because knowledge is your only real protection. You must buy from a breeder who genetically screens their breeding cats and provides documentation. Ask for proof. Walk away if they hesitate. Your future heartbreak depends on that single decision. And number 4 hits even closer to home. Number 4. They cannot be alone. Ragdolls are not independent cats. Let that sink in. While most felines are perfectly content to ignore you for 8 hours, a ragdoll left alone for a full workday will often develop genuine separation anxiety. They may stop eating. They may overgroom themselves to the point of bald patches. Some owners come home to find their ragdoll has cried itself hoarse. This breed was engineered for companionship, and solitude betrays that core programming. If your household is empty for long stretches, get 2 ragdolls so they have each other. Or honestly, choose a more self-sufficient breed. Number 3. Born for families. Despite everything we have just covered, here is why families keep coming back to ragdolls. They are astonishingly gentle with children. Where most cats would scratch or bolt when a toddler grabs their tail, a ragdoll tolerates it with patience that borders on saintly. They do not bite. They rarely hiss. Their default response to chaos is to go limp and wait for it to end. This temperament has made them legendary in homes with young kids, visiting grandparents, and even other pets. A well-socialized ragdoll is the closest thing to a living, stuffed animal you will ever meet. But point number 2 might genuinely surprise you. Number 2. Not a lap cat. After all this talk of devotion and gentleness, here is the twist that confuses new owners every single time. Many ragdolls are not lap cats. They love being near you, absolutely. They will press their body against your leg, sleep on your pillow, and follow you everywhere. But actually climbing into your lap? For a surprising number of them, that is a step too far. They prefer proximity over full contact. It is not rejection. It is their personal boundary. Think of them less like a needy teddy bear and more like a devoted roommate who loves you deeply but needs their own personal space. Number 1. The real price tag. You have probably already seen the numbers and winced. Ragdoll kittens from reputable breeders range from $800 to over $2,500, and that is just the entrance fee. Then add the high-quality diet for that sensitive stomach, the annual cardiac ultrasounds, the pet insurance premiums that climb every year, the grooming tools, and the second ragdoll you will inevitably buy, so the first one does not get lonely. Over a 15-year lifespan, a ragdoll can easily cost more than a used car. They are not an impulse purchase. They are a long-term luxury, and honestly, they are worth every single penny. So there you have it. The ragdoll is not a perfect cat. No breed is. But if you want a gentle, devoted, impossibly trusting companion who will shadow you through life and ask for almost nothing except your presence, this is your breed. They are the quiet, floppy heart stealers of the cat world. Did I miss any classic ragdoll quirks? Drop them in the comments. I love hearing your stories. And if this video helped you, give it a like, share it with your fellow cat people, and subscribe for more.